Thank you for stopping by to listen to my dad, Larry Witcher, otherwise known as the Professor of Useless Knowledge. I hope you enjoy it.
Let's get the professor in here. Come on in, Larry.
I'm coming in, Julio.
Yeah.
Me and you got to watch what we doing. My
Yeah.
song was half over with before you, and me and you were still talking.
There's been a lot of days that people hadn't heard that song. So listen, some people never graduated. Some people never heard it.
Well, we're gonna go out to on the Youth Jersey Road this morning, Julio.
Okay.
We're gonna say hello to Ronnie and Marcia Briscoe.
Okay. Today's their day. Larry, you all right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're all right there. I'm just worried about you.
Well, I was trying to get my stuff together, and Miss Faye come down through the hall, but she lives here too, Julio.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I got a little sad news for Jimmy Arnold.
Uh-oh.
See, Jimmy's got the biggest hog in Walton County, named Wilbur.
Oh, Wilbur.
Oh, Wilbur. All he does is eats gravy and eats acorns, and Miss Arnold, she fixes a gravy for him every day, but he's not the biggest domesticated hog around.
Okay.
The biggest one is estimated to weigh 1,600 pounds. Now, the reason they can't tell what he weighs is his Peterson that owned him, Bob Peterson, was going to take him there in Madison County, was going to take him and get him weighed, and they backed up a pickup truck. They were going to put him in a pickup truck,
right?
Go weigh him, and then bring him back and go weigh the empty truck. And he walked up to the gate of the truck, looked at Mr. Peterson, turned around and started walking back to his pen where he could lay down and take another nap.
Yeah.
And he didn't bother him because you can't handle a hog, Julio, that's over 4 foot high, 7.5 foot long from his tail to his snoot. So you can't handle him that way, but he's estimated to weigh 1,600 pounds. Now, he's going to try to borrow a set of portable scales, bring them out to his farm, and where he can walk him on it and get exactly the weight. But he called in a bunch of scientists, animal scientists, and they measured his grid, his length, and everything, and estimated him at that 1,600 pounds. That's a lot of bacon.
You better believe it is.
But what's the amazing thing is said he should only weigh 500 pounds because he's 3 years old. And a 3-year-old hog should weigh about 500 pounds. Now, he's only been the daddy of 7 pigs.
Okay.
And now he'll never be a daddy no more because he's too big.
Yeah.
So he can't do nothing but just look at him.
Okay.
But he says, Mr. Peterson said, Peterson was a retired state trooper from Connecticut that moved down to Madison County about 5 years ago, and he raised out some big cows, and the cattle folks were out looking at him and seen the hog and said, that's got to be a world's record.
Yeah.
Right there, but he's not the world's record, Julio.
Okay.
What
is a world record?
The world record was a Poland China hog named Big Bill. He weighed in at 2,552 pounds. But they had to put old Big Bill to sleep, Julio. 1933, he was headed to the Chicago World Fair to be in the exhibit, and he broke his leg.
Oh.
So they had to put him to sleep. And he was 5 foot high from the shoulder down and 9 foot long, according to the Guinness's world record.
A lot of meat, a big hog sounds like.
Them were some big hogs. Now, the smallest hogs that now weighs about 13 pounds, that's them little pot-bellied pig, the pet pigs.
Yeah.
And I had a tenant once in a house I had that didn't know he was not supposed to have no in-house. I said, no dogs in the house. But I didn't say no pigs in the house.
No, but he put one in there.
You got to be technical. And he tore up the whole house because he wanted to stay with the people, just eat the bottom of a door off.
Is that right?
So you have to be very thorough, I found out.
Yeah. I told you about that time my daddy said when he was a small child that him and his brothers went over to play at a friend's house, and he said they raised hogs. You know, the other people raised, well, they did too. They all raised hogs back in. But said Mama would holler every time the children run out the door and the screen door slammed. She'd say, "Make sure you shut that door back. Don't let those pigs out."
Well, when I was working at the housing authority years ago, they had some apartments in Puerto Rico, and they carried their calf in the bathroom. Now, I don't know how everything worked out. No details, but had to take the wall out of the house to get the calf out. It grew so big in the bathroom.
Oh, gosh.
And Miss Faith thinks we have a problem just because I don't wipe my feet when I come in the back door.
Okay, then. Thank you, Mr. Know-it-all.
Oh, boy.
Well, we will just say hello to Jimmy Arnold and Miss Edith this morning, too.
Okay.
Two of the finest listeners we got.
We appreciate them. We sure do. We
Sure
do. Larry, you take care. Have a good day here.
Sure will.